Hello everyone. In this video I will explain member initialization list as these are actually used to initialize data member of a class. So before going to learn member initialization list, first we will see what are the various way through which we can initialize a variable. So we have defined a main function. So we can declare a variable like we have declared a variable int a and we are assigning a value to this variable. So this is actually assignment. Okay, and we are doing this explicitly. Now there are another way to do this. So what we have to do, we will write here. So this is another way of assigning a value to a variable, and this is a initialization. Okay, so the first one where we are declaring a variable, then we are assigning a value, that is known as assignment. But here we are initializing at the time of creation. So this is also allowed in C++, and we are going to do the same thing with in case of constructor. So in order to demonstrate use of member initialization list, let's create a class 1. In this class we have declared two variables. Let's create a constructor. Now in this constructor you can assign these two data member in this manner. It's okay, but again this is assignment. Okay, now the same thing we can do like this one. I remove this part from here and then A10 B12. Let's see whether there is any error or not. So we will compile our program. So it's saying one error because we have missed one semicolon. Okay, so see, so here we actually selected a different way to initialize these two data member. So this is also allowed. So what we are doing here, we are initializing data member A by 10, B by 12. Now there is a question you might be wondering why we are going for this approach, why we are not going for A equal to 10 or B equal to 12 in constructor. So in order to see that reason, let's make one of these member as const. So if you remember, a constant variable always has to be initialized at the time of creation. So when we create that constant object, at that time the constant variable, at that time it has to be initialized. So if we have written here like this one, so there is no problem in this statement because variable b is a normal variable, but a is a constant, and we cannot declare a constant first and then we can initialize it, or we can assign value after declaring. So if I will compile this program, if you can see there is one error. And what is the error? It's saying that a is constant, it is read only. Okay, so here in this type of situation, if we are going for member initialization list, let's say we assigning a to 10 and b to 12. So now we are going for initialization. Okay, we are not going for assignment, and a is a constant. So if I will compile this program again, let me clear the screen. Okay, so I'm compiling it again. See, there is no error. So these are actually used in a situation where our data member are constant, and the difference between this one and if we are assigning some value in constructor is that that thing is known as assignment, whereas this one is known as initialization. So it will assign value at the time of creating these member, whereas if we write inside the constructor, first those memory will be allocated for variable. So we can say first variable will be created and then value will be assigned. Thank you very much for watching.